John McCain and Barack Obama accuse each other of campaign flip-flops.
Senator McCain, the Republican, changed his position on offshore drilling. Barack Obama changed his position on taking public financing for the presidential campaign.
Will he be hurt by his flip-flop?
Both candidates accusing each other of flip-flopping. Let's discuss flip-flops.
Well, summer's here. This is the season of flip-flops, but suddenly we're not talking about footwear. We're talking about politics.
This week, Obama reversed his pledge. We've been talking about flip-flops.
Flip-flops.
Reversed his pledge to seek public financing in the general election. He will be the first candidate since Watergate to privately finance his general election campaign.
Senator McCain comes out and says this is a big, big deal and a big, big flip-flop.
This is just really sad for the country for somebody with this much ability, this much talent, to fall this far this soon.
I think the Obama campaign tried to work out some kind of compromise with the McCain campaign.
Well, they didn't work that hard. No.
That didn't happen. The two didn't sit down and discuss this.
On the other hand, Obama can raise so much money.
So much money.
He decided, look, it just, he needed the money rather than the points with editorial writers.
300 million, perhaps 400 million reasons.
Money talks.
The bottom line is Barack Obama has backtracked and now is engaging in doublespeak in terms of his position on public financing.
As a politician, you can't blame him for that. Would you rather have $300 million to spend in a general election campaign or $85 million?
Exactly the point. He is a politician.
Barack is a politician, an honorable politician. What Barack Obama said, and he's kept his commitment, he would keep major influences out of his campaign and out of his presidency. It didn't fit within the matrix of public financing as we talked about it, but that was the purpose of public financing.
He didn't break his word on this, and there is that assertion on the part of the campaign and some in the media. That is not right. But what Barack has done is created a new system of public financing. What he's done is
very, very clear here. Look, this is what Barack Obama said about 7 weeks ago.
I would be very interested in pursuing public financing because I think not every candidate is going to be able to do what I've done in this campaign, and I think it's important to think about future campaigns.
What he has done is directly the opposite of what he said he was going to do.
What Barack Obama has done is in the spirit of reform of the public financing system. Look at these statistics, Bob. He takes no money from.
He
mean
says,
this.
I'm not going to do it, and that's in the spirit of reform. Now, really, Governor.
Well,
I think the point is he raised a lot of money, and he wants the opportunity to spend all that money. That's his right, but it clearly is a change in his position. It's disingenuous to say that he's doing so in the spirit of reform.
Truly a flip-flop on campaign
Right,
finance.
he tried to dress it up and spray it with perfume. It was a flat flip-flop.
when you go on his website and you hear his explanation, I would have felt better if he just said, folks, I want to win the election. I can do this. It's to my advantage. Instead, he pretends that he is fighting big money. Yeah. He is the champion. Yeah. And you want to go gag me with a stick. He has changed his position, and I'm not going to color that. He's changed his position. The fact of the matter is he has over 1,400,000 contributors, the vast majority of whom contribute less than $100 apiece. No one major influence can affect Obama. He has 1,400,000 contributors. Not one of them could say, if you don't change your mind, I'm withdrawing my support. So the effective campaign financing is in place, but it's not campaign financing. In terms of the downside of his not accepting it, in terms of influence of big money, there is no influence of big money in his campaign. In terms of undermining the public financing idea for everyone, it doesn't help.
Is it a 1.4 million donors that allows you to break your word? This is reinforcing everything that's wrong with politics. This is a game changer in terms of the general election. This will not go unnoticed by the American people.
It is a big flip-flop, not necessarily one that the American people care that much about.
Does it hurt him with voters? Probably not.
how badly will Obama be damaged by his flip-flop, and is it worth it to get all that extra money?
It's a flip-flop. It's worth it, and I say, by and large, good for him. Obama really has proved that the limits necessary because of public financing, if you take it, do not merely screen out the evil influences of all the rich people in America, but they also make it impossible for a great many individual donors to make their voices heard through their contributions. And Obama really has created a different form of financing, and it shows how unnecessary this whole public financing idea is.
Senator Graham, does this mean it's broken forever?
It means his word's broken forever.
It is a total and complete flip-flop, and there is an element of hypocrisy in it, and people can judge that as they want. But if this contributes to the further erosion of confidence in this system, I say great.
And one other thing, Senator McCain is not in a position to speak about this. He used his public financing as collateral to get a loan, and then lo and behold, he didn't use it, and he broke the law.
Which flips were flops?
Look what Senator McCain has done. He started out with public financing in the primary. Then he flip-flopped.
The week of the flip-flops.
Now he's back for public financing. And what we have now is he's had since February nearly 5 months with the private finance system. I'd say that he is the flip-flopper.
We haven't even gone to John's flip-flopping yet. Wait till we get to oil.
John McCain has always been against drilling offshore for oil. Suddenly, he's now for it. That's kind of a flip-flop, too.
If you talk about flip-flopping, you got John McCain all of a sudden deciding now we should drill in 600 million acres offshore that he adamantly opposed before.
What he would call a flip-flop.
Flip-flop problem?
He's having his problem with flip-flops as well.
Yeah, but there's a difference there. There's a
ahead,
difference
what's the
there with
difference?
John McCain. He can say circumstances have changed, so he flip-flop on energy.
No, and you
but
can
he
make-
can
you
say
can
that.
make-
I think a good leader is influenced by the facts on the ground, whether those facts are in Iraq or whether those facts are right here in the United States. What John McCain has said is that we now need to take control of our own energy future. And that involves, among other things, tapping our own resources.
At the moment, people see John McCain as the maverick. Never mind that he's done these things that you and I point out that he's flip-flopped on.
The problem with McCain is that he did flip-flop on oil and energy, but he also flip-flopped on taxes.
Oh, yeah.
Did he flip-flop and did it damage him? Sure, but I think it's a much bigger damage to Barack Obama.
I don't necessarily.
I'm trying to say, what is his avenue for victory? I think he's much better flip-flopping again and saying, listen, here, I've come to this. I'm going to be myself. This is who I am. I'm not the president.
Senator McCain is basically following the policies of George Bush. Drill, drill, drill. Drill, drill, drill. Drill, drill, drill.
Drill, drill, drill.
You can't drill your way out of the problem. The solution is not drill, drill.
Everybody I meet says, why don't we find our own oil? This is an effort by Senator McCain to allow that to be done.
Myrtle Beach Sun News. The Senate may consider lifting bans on exploring for oil and natural gas along the east and west coasts of the U.S. I feel terrible about that, Graham said. The worst thing we can do as a nation is taking the easy way out. If you start opening up offshore drilling, then you are buying time, and you are not addressing the fundamental problem with fossil fuels. You see the argument, you made it.
Yeah, and here's the honest, here's my answer. At $4 a gallon, time is not on our side, and therefore I have changed my position.
This is a major reversal. I don't want to use the word flip-flop.